Thank you for staying with us. To tell us about Brockville 50 Plus Activity Center, we have with us in the studio the president, who happens to be Tom Beach, as well as we have the activity director, who happens to be Gail Coville. And we're going to tell you about, this is so exciting. This really, really is. I love it, and you have to listen to this. So, Tom, tell us, what is this center?
Maybe to say it's one of the best kept secrets.
It is.
Okay. It started, believe it or not, 24 years ago, and it went through a number of changes. It used to do what the CPHC does, the Meals on Wheels, that sort of stuff. And then the government took that part over, so it started to do activities. And I think it was some of the usual activities of euchre, bridge.
Yes.
Tai Chi came in very early on, quilting, a few like that. So it started with some of those activities, mainly housed at Wall Street Church.
Yes.
A lot of good combination with them. And then it's kind of built. And then the last while, it's gone even more so. And I think that's the age bubble,
yes,
right?
Our baby boomers are
retirees.
Yes.
It's the number of people that want to be more active. Mm-hmm. We are more active in our senior years than I think people were before us.
Yes.
And then we've got a lot of people moving to Brockville.
Mm-hmm. That want to be involved.
Yep. I'm here 4 or 5 years, so yeah, a lot of people coming in.
So, Tom, was it referred to as the Shepherd Center years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Way back, it was Brockville and District Ecumenical Community Care Inc.
Oh,
yes, quite the mouthful, And it was churches that got together on it. And then they moved it, became Shepherd's Welcome Center.
Okay.
And that changed in 2018. And part of it, they said that they want to be very inclusive. Mm-hmm. And when you've got it in a church and it's called Shepherd's Welcome Center, there's some that didn't feel as welcome or didn't think it was for them.
Yes.
So that's part of it. In the last while, when we say it's a secret, we've been very quiet about it because just by word of mouth, we've been swamped.
Yes.
And we've said, we can't take everybody that's coming in. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, that's not fair. So we're letting people know it's there, and we're trying as hard as anything to get you in to an activity. And
there is a cost associated with this, is there not?
Oh, it's monstrous.
Yes, of course.
30. We're increasing. It has been $30 for a term, and a term is September to December or January to May. So $30 a term for as many activities as you take.
Isn't that
wonderful? Very unusual for a senior center. Usually there's a membership fee, and then you pay for each class. So no.
So you said it's going up. Is it going up to 35?
It's actually we're doubling it.
Yes.
But so it'll be $60 a term.
$60. Okay.
Right. But
you can take
numerous ones. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful.
But then if you are an early bird and you pay early, this is why it's only $40.
Oh, okay.
We really want to encourage people to get it in. Everything is done volunteer. That's why it's so reasonable. All the leaders, the board, the people that work in the office. So when it's volunteer, we don't want to have them inundated with administration totally. So we're trying to get it done and cut off.
Good. Okay, let's talk about the activities, Gail.
Sure.
How many activities are there?
So we have 57 activities.
57.
But some of the activities are repetitive. Okay. So the application form became very large. So what I did was I put them into categories. So we have 7 categories.
Okay.
You have arts, you have language, you have sports, you have exercise classes, you have music. Did I say languages?
Yes.
And
yoga.
special effects, special interests.
Okay.
Yes. So those are the different categories. So within the categories, you have, like, for instance, in the sports categories, you have your pickleball. I'm up to three regular pickleball classes, one beginner class, and now coming up in January is going to be a brand new one for those who are wanting to learn some of the trick shots.
Yes.
So it's a little bit of more of an advanced pickleball class. So that is 3 to 5 pickleball classes. We have 2 badminton classes. We have 2 table tennis classes. In exercise, we have a couple of low impact exercise, and exercise is one of our biggest classes. It's really hard to get into exercise, and a lot of people get quite frustrated because it's like Tom said, the seniors are really active today.
Yes.
So plug out to Brockville. If anybody has the experience of teaching low impact exercise, we certainly would love to see someone come forward if they'd like to volunteer their time, and I'll find another spot for them. Okay. I have core exercise classes. We have one right now, but a second one adding on. What I'm doing is I'm adding on because of the demand, and the leaders have been fabulous. When I've gone to them and said, look, can I move you to a bigger space? I've been putting more into the Memorial Center because we have the church filled, the gym is filled. In the days I can't get any more space in the gym. So the leaders that have these classes, they have been really good, and they're opening up to additional classes. What else I have in the exercise? The yoga classes, what we talked before
yoga
about.
Chair,
2-year chair yogas right now, a third happening in January. We have mat yoga, and we have Pilates yoga. So lots of exercise classes, dance classes. We have line dancing. That's another popular one. And again, I'm looking for another line dance instructor because we have 4 classes. One is the beginner. The others are the move-ons. The beginner class is hard to get into, and that particular class is at Salvation Army. There's only so much space. The problem, I cannot move it to the Memorial Center because the floor is pebbled and you cannot slide on that floor. So I'm limited in line dancing, and that's a big push for a lot of the members that are trying to get into that class. Some of the other classes, the art classes, we have a couple of the studio classes, an acrylic class, a mosaic class. Love smashing dishes. It's one of my favorite things to do. Smashing dishes and breaking glass. Yes. Wonderful pictures you can make with mosaics. And quilting, Tom mentioned quilting. Yes. That is a favorite. And photography. We have a fellow that is actually on the board now who's a photographer, and he's been teaching some things about photography. Not about how you're using the camera, but how to take a good picture. So that's been a really popular thing. Languages. We have Dutch. We have 4 French classes and 2 Spanish classes. And in music, we have the African drumming. It's really popular. So there is 3 different classes in African drumming. And these are on different days, different times. Yes. There's still lots of room in the one African drumming class. It's a drumming circle, and he actually has a few drums that people can come out, give it a try. If they really like it, then they can get their own djembe. Djembe. Well, Tom is an African drum.
Yeah. What is it called?
Djembe. D-J-E-M-B-E.
Okay.
And Fred actually is more eclectic across the board, so he has congas, bongos, stuff like that. So it's more of an international rhythm bit.
Oh, it's fun. Right. It's fun. Harmonica. Okay. We have a fellow that plays the harmonica. Another thing, Tom is giving that a try. He's the musical fellow, and I'm the art. Ukulele. We have a couple of ukulele classes, and we got a couple of guitar classes. Unfortunately, to play those instruments, you have to have a little bit of experience. They do not start at the very beginner. Okay. So in special interests, we have a brand new this fall, Aging Out Loud. And this class is about the things that you'll face as you age, whether it has to do about health issues or you're supporting a family member with health issues. Yes. Things that come in, crop up as you age that you're having to face. If you had a stroke, you know, what do you do? What facilities are in the community that help you out. So
I'm going to jump in because I'm actually taking it, and we've covered finance, we've covered transportation, housing,
Have you?
care. We haven't gotten to the wills,
Yes.
well, just a little bit, but
Yes.
yeah, it's
Amazing. I
it's
like
phenomenal.
that. And so helpful. So helpful.
so
To
helpful.
people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
love it.
you just don't know when all of a sudden you're faced with something like that. So
Exactly.
we've been so lucky that people just come forward to me and they say, I'd like to do an activity on this. And I'm going, okay, give me some description, detail. I'll talk to the board and
We'll see what we can
we'll
do.
see what we can do. What else do we have in book clubs? We have a couple of book clubs.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Yeah, and that is only a group of 10 for a
Yeah.
book club. It's
Yeah.
a small, so that's something that fills up quite easily.
You have to keep it small.
Exactly. And we have euchre in the card games. We have bridge. Our bridge fellow, he seems to travel in the winter, so it's always a fall. So this coming winter, there's no bridge. But he comes back every fall for teaching bridge. We have a computer class, and that is something that's brand new, and mahjong. And it's the Chinese mahjong, not
Yes.
what you see when you do your little apps online. So the ladies are quite good at that. And then what
So-
have I missed?
So you
Tai
actually,
Chi?
I don't think you have. I think that's
Tai
quite a bit.
Chi, Scottish country dancing.
Wow.
That was the other thing I didn't mention. So
There's a lot.
there is a lot. There's a lot of activities. I have 64 leaders because you have some classes that are
Yes.
so large we have 2 leaders in a class.
Yes.
788 members, and like Tom said, every semester we're growing, and we're trying to make room for everybody to get into at least an activity, and that's our goal going forward. Is that when people apply, we want to make sure you get into one activity, and there is a number of activities in how we set up that it's an automatic shoe-in because of the capacity. They'll take whoever wants to get in. So.
Okay.
I like to say I want to guarantee everybody's going to get into a class.
Gail's done a phenomenal
She's done a
job
job.
increasing the number of spaces that we've got.
Well, that's what I was just going to ask about. I mean, you're not just at Wall Street anymore.
Oh my gosh,
No.
no.
You're at the
We've got Salvation Army,
community
yes.
center at the Memorial.
At the Memorial Center and
yeah.
the Masonic Hall. The Scottish dancing was in St. Paul's Church.
Oh wow!
Unfortunately, this fall they're traveling, so
Yes.
it won't be back until next fall. But so 5 venues is what we are working with. But the majority is in the Wall Street Church, and they have been fabulous to accommodate us. And I'm forever coming to them and saying, "Can I move this class to here? Can I add another class here? Can we go a little bit later?" They have been super with us.
You can sign up after December the 9th. Am I correct there?
It starts, the application opens December the 9th. It runs till the 31st of December. You have 3 weeks. It's not a rush. You have 3 weeks to read the descriptions, understand all the activities, and
sign
take
up.
your time, go through to sign up.
Thank you.